how's it going? I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video about how to start a topiary with Linda Vater. This is the second project we worked on together. This is just a really fun decorative autumn project for you to do in your garden or in your home. And I think that there's also a couple of really good tips that she included in the demonstration. We will put all of Linda's links down below in the comment or description section if you want to go check out her stuff. It's very inspiring. I know you guys will love it. I hope you enjoy this video.
Hey guys, hey Laura at Garden Answer, Linda Vater here with another riveting episode of the Topiary tapes. I'm a nut for topiary, Laura, I know you are too, so I thought I'd demonstrate for you a way to use topiary to put together a really classic and elegant seasonal display with just a few things. And so here's kind of what you need to assemble to create the look that you're going for. Number one, and probably the most important, you want to get a very healthy 8-inch hanging basket of any kind of ivy. It can be variegated. This is a needlepoint ivy that I just am particularly fond of. And then you want to put it in some kind of good looking container. I use just a terracotta pot here. And then you want to get a topiary form. And I use all variety of them. This is a wrought iron topiary form that I got at a local garden center. I've got both a large one and a small one, but you could also use a wire frame from a topiary. This one here was gifted to me by someone who had a really large ivy topiary on a wire frame with a ball on a standard. It died, so she gave me the frame and I've continued to use it over and over again. You can find them online and you can really get a good variety of different looks and different feels. So this is how you create this kind of autumnal vibe using those two things, and then you assemble your gourds. So in this instance, I wanted to do something that was a little bit more sophisticated in kind of tones of white and cream and pale yellow. The beauty of this is that I can use it indoors or out. I'm going to come up with kind of a tableau for my dining room table that's autumnal, but in, again, these really muted tones of white, ivory, cream, and light green. And so those were the gourds and the pumpkins that I selected. Sometimes you can find those hard gourds that are already somehow lacquered. They've got a sheen to them that really illuminates a dark space. They catch the light beautifully, whether that's candlelight or sunlight. Sometimes if you are wanting to use like a baby boo pumpkin or a Jack B. Little, they don't have that sheen to them. If you want to give them a little bit of shine, a little bit of a beautiful coating, then you can get some kind of clear acrylic. This is a crystal clear enamel by Rust-Oleum that I use. And what I like to do, I don't want them to look like like you sometimes find them at hobby stores. I just want to give them a little hint, a little vapor, if you will, of a coating that it will capture the light, leaving the rest of it matte, so there's that beautiful light difference of the shiny against the matte. It creates a really beautiful lighting element, I think, on your dining room table or outdoors. And then basically you just start putting them together and you fill up the frame of the tutor with gourds after you have taken some of the longer tendrils of the ivy and literally just kind of woven them up and down the architecture of the frame itself. Now, pretty much, you know, in my experience, the tendrils will secure themselves just by the practice of winding them up and down. But if not, I love these tiny little claw hair clips that you can get at the dollar store, and that can kind of hold your ivy in place as it tries to grow vertically up and down the frame itself. Do that till you get a look that's pleasing to you. I personally like to leave a little bit of negative space. I think it looks more delicate and a little bit, again, more sophisticated, and it really looks beautiful. Then again, just fill up the framework itself with your gourds all the way to the top, or just a few. I kind of like leaving some negative space. And then if you want to go really over the top, cut some Nandina berries. I've got tons of Nandina domestica in my backyard with gorgeous berries that are just beginning to turn color with a little hint of rust terracotta that kind of echoes the color of the pot. And then you can make a beautiful little skirt of berries all around the perimeter of the pot. You can tuck some in between the gourds themselves, and that again gives it that really autumnal vibe and a sophisticated look. And then, as just kind of a final touch, and because I think everything looks better when it's elevated, I love differences in level on your dining room table or out in your garden, because I think it's interesting to your eye. Your eye can travel both vertically and horizontally. Then elevate it. And all I used was just an inexpensive candle holder to hold columnar candles, and I just put it on top of that so then the ivy can cascade down. It really looks beautiful. I can then move the entire centerpiece to the middle of my dining room table. It looks gorgeous. It would also be beautiful to have two of these standing right beside your door to welcome your guests as they come in. So try that. Just gather an 8-inch pot of hanging ivy, a beautiful pot to put the plastic pot in, some gourds according to taste, wind them around, and some Nandina berries, and perhaps a candle holder to make it look really beautiful and come together. So there you have it. Give it a try.